Let's see. We got HuoHuo, Argenti. Oh, also her. So, alright then. Time to pull for. So, the 1.5 version is coming in a week or so. And well, we are going to be getting 2 new 5-star units. Also her. In this video, we are going to be talking about the upcoming units that will be available in the 1.5 version, their kits, and which one of them I would recommend you guys to pull for. So the upcoming version will have 2 new 5-star characters, HuoHuo and Argenti, where HuoHuo is coming in the first half of the patch, whereas Argenti is coming in the second half alongside the new 4-star character Hanya. Plus, there's also a rerun banner for Silverwolf alongside the Argenti banner. Okay, first, let's talk about HuoHuo. So, HuoHuo is a 5-star wind support following the Path of Abundance. She has the ability to heal, remove debuffs, regenerate energy, and boost attack stats. Her skill will remove 1 debuff from an ally unit and also heals that unit. Plus, it will heal the units beside it by a smaller amount. Her ultimate has the ability to regenerate energy for all units on the field, plus boost their attack stat by a lot for 2 turns. Also, when using her skill, HuoHuo will gain the sacrifice life status that lasts for 2 turns. Whenever HuoHuo has this status, your other units will be healed by a small amount every time their turn starts, plus this status also activates when your other unit uses their ultimate. Besides that, when an ally's HP reaches 50% or under, she will immediately heal that unit. Also keep in mind though that whenever this status is triggered by an ally unit, HuoHuo will cleanse 1 debuff from that unit. Looking at her kit, I feel like she's a mashup of all the healers and buffers in the game. We got parts of Lynx on her skill, parts of Locha on her talent, and a bit of Tingyun plus Hikong on her ultimate. I don't think there's a single unit in the game that has the ability to heal and buff your team on their kit. So I would say she's a really good unit to have, plus that idle animation though. Alright, it's time to talk about our latest husbando coming to the game, Argenti. Argenti is a 5-star physical DPS following the Path of Erudition. His skill is pretty simple, where it will deal AoE attacks to all enemies on the field. His ultimate will do the same thing though, just more damage. But there's a catch. He has 2 different types of ultimate depending on how much energy he consumes. The first one will just deal AoE damage to all enemies, similar to his skill, just more damage. The second one, however, will also do AoE damage to all enemies. It's just for this one, the ultimate deals way more damage than the previous type, and it'll give out extra damage to a random enemy. To trigger the second ultimate type, you'll need to use twice as much energy as the first one. So, I think pairing him up with units like Tingyun will be really beneficial. His talent, in my opinion, will definitely change how we build him in terms of relics. So every time Argenti hits an enemy with his basic attack, skill, or ultimate, he will regenerate 3 energy plus an ascent stack for every enemy that got hit. Now these ascent stacks will boost his crit rate by a small amount. But you can stack this status up to 10 times, which makes that crit rate boost turns from small amount to big amount. You get where I'm going at, right? Another unit that will be arriving is Silverwolf. Well, it's more of a rerun though, but she is coming back. So TLDR, Silverwolf is a 5-star quantum debuffer following the Path of Nihility. She has the ability to debuff enemies by a lot and gives off elemental weakness to enemies using her skill, which, keep in mind, is really broken. This skill, plus all the debuffs that she gives off, is the main reason why people say she is so broken and literally on top of every tier list for debuffers. So, after seeing and discussing their kit, I would say try focusing your resources on HuoHuo and possibly Silverwolf. In my opinion, HuoHuo will be a really good unit to have due to her kit being literally a mix of most healers and buffers in the game. Therefore, you don't really need to use 2 extra space for healers and buffers for your team. This means that you can put in an extra debuffer on your team, which will boost your DPS damage by a lot. The downside of pulling for her is the fact that all the 4 star stats coming along with her banner is pretty terrible and you barely use all of them later on as you progress. But still, I would recommend you guys to pull on this one. Also, Silverwolf is just Silverwolf. I've been using her for a couple of months now, and all I'm going to say is that Silverwolf makes you play the game on easy mode. Her debuffs and her ability to apply elemental weakness is just so good, and she fits into almost any team due to her being able to apply those weaknesses. She also enables you to play a mono team, which is a team consisting of units with the same element plus a Silverwolf. For example, the Mono Quantum team, which is a really good team to have. By the way, if you guys want to know more info about the Mono Quantum team, you guys can check out the video on the top right corner of your screen. And in the meantime, subscribe. Also, the 4 stars that will be available on the Silverwolf banner is just really good. You have Hanya, which is the latest 4-star unit that can regenerate skill points and buffs your team. You have Lynx, which is a really good healer that can cleanse debuffs. And Asta. Yeah, she is pretty rich. How about Argenti? Well, personally, I am not going to be pulling for him. Seeing his kit, I can't really see him outshining other DPS like Dan Heng Il and Jing Liu, unless it's a stage with a lot of enemies. Yes, I might be wrong, but we've seen this one before, if you know what I mean. And I'm not really planning to take the risk. If you are planning to pull for him, I would say wait for a couple of days, maybe a week or so, until other people can't confirm whether or not he's worth the pull. But anyways, let me know what you guys think and who are you guys pulling for down in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys want to see big damage with Jing Liu, you guys can check out this video right here on your screen. And trust me, it is pretty big.